back on the Wolfpack. Don't turn your back on the Wolfpack.
Wolf of Fantasy Sports bringing you the DFS Wolfpack for opening day NBA slate. Looking at 2 games. One of my favorite sites to use is Fantasy Labs. I have a subscription monthly. I recommend this to anyone who's new, using Draftkings, FanDuel, Fantasy Draft, Yahoo Fantasy Sports. One of the best research tools out on the market. Highly recommended. I've won a lot of money using this site, and I've learned a lot in the process. So looking at the 2 games for tonight, opening day, you got the Celtics on the road versus Cleveland, 8 p.m. Look at the Vegas lines here. 4 points favorites. Cavaliers giving it to the Celtics. So this game should be close. The big news is LeBron going to play? Is he not? You have to use a lot of game theory when it's only a 2-game slate. So when you're making lineups, you're going to want to think, okay, here's a lineup if LeBron plays. Here's a lineup if he's out. This is the way I see the game going. So that's something you're going to want to apply when you're building lineups. And when it comes to fantasy, daily fantasy sports, it takes money to make money. So if you're just throwing in one lineup tonight, it's going to be real difficult to cover all the possibilities of what could happen in these 2 games. So if LeBron plays and you fade LeBron and he comes out and ankle's fine, he just didn't really want to practice all that much or participate in preseason, then you just missed out. So if you fade LeBron tonight and he comes out there and puts up a triple-double and shoves it right in Kyrie's face, then your night's done if you have one lineup. So mass multi-entry doesn't necessarily mean maxing out tournaments. It just means you have more than one lineup in play. And it takes money to make money. Scared money don't make money. So looking at this slate, I'm going to have a lineup or 2 with LeBron, but mostly I'm going to fade LeBron. So that'll be my strategy going into the slate. I'll have maybe 1 or 2 lines having exposure to him if he does play. And we should find out. This is the first game of the night, so we'll find out before lineup locks, which is good. And then you have Kyrie wanting to prove himself as a Boston Celtic, going up against his former team, which he knows really well, and he's going to be going up against Derrick Rose. So that's a great matchup. And he's going to want to come out. They're going to pay some respect to Kyrie tonight with a tribute. So it's a big night for Kyrie. It's a big night. NBA, everyone's psyched, ready for the season to start. And what's going to happen here is, for the Celtics, the game should be close, so I like both sides here. I don't believe in the Celtics this year. They're in the Eastern Conference, so they're going to make the playoffs, and they're probably going to be 1 through 4 seed without a doubt. So that's where I see them. That's where I have them projected in the season. Looking at the Rockets versus the Warriors at 10:30 p.m. Now, the Warriors are favored by 9 points, giving it to the Rockets here. I like this game. We don't know what to expect out of Houston or any of these other teams, because the only team that's intact is the Warriors. They pretty much have the same roster. They have the rookies, of course, but they didn't really move too many parts. So the only team that we know and have an idea of how they're going to run are the Warriors. As far as Houston, Chris Paul, Harden, how's that going to work out? You're going to have to use game theory. You're going to have to plan for a close game. You're going to have to plan for a blowout. Make your lineup, set them around that. So when I'm using game theory to set my lineups, we're going to look at Draftkings here. Now, this is just a group of players that I'll have. I consider them my lock and loads. Like, these are players at their price that I think are great value, and I think they have a shot of going off. Now, who you fill in for the center and the forward spot, that's going to make all the difference. Looking at Kyrie Irving, you're going to have to make a decision today. Kyrie, Curry, all in that price range, or Chris Paul. My favorite would be Kyrie, of course. I think his usage rate is going to be through the roof. Steph Curry, he might defer the ball to Durant. That's why I have Durant in this lineup. And this is going to be one of my core builds, and I'll mix and match these players in all of my lineups, but these will be the players that I'll have in a majority of them. So I'm going to go with Kyrie in this one. I do like Curry as well. I'll most likely be fading Chris Paul on this slate. Maybe I'll have him in one, but I like Kyrie. So Kyrie is the guy I'm paying up for point guard position. Looking at Dwayne Wade, if LeBron James does not play in this game, Wade's 5,200. He could fall into 25 DraftKings points. It's not going to be difficult for him to reach that, especially if this game stays close and it's competitive. I like this play a lot. He's pretty much going to be in a majority of my lineups, if not all of them. And Kevin Durant, I'll take Kevin Durant all day in this matchup. Fully healthy versus Houston at home. I think he's the star of the team, and he's proved it in the finals. So I like Durant if I'm paying up. LeBron, like I said, most likely a fade for me. If he does play and everything looks a full go, I'll have him in a few lineups. So we're going to lock in Durant. Jay Crowder, if LeBron doesn't play, he should start anyway. But if LeBron doesn't play, his usage rate will go up. He could get hot from three. He could end up getting 7 or 8 rebounds here, blocks. I mean, the guy has a lot of upside. We saw him mid 6,000 throughout the season last year, so this is a great price. And all the prices here, Dwayne Wade won't be 5,200 next slate. Same with Crowder, he'll go up. Derrick Rose, he'll go up as well. So Derrick Rose, point guard. Kyrie, his defense isn't all that great. I like the matchup. Rose, if LeBron is out, his usage rate will be up offensively, and he'll be forced to put in work. So I like Derrick Rose. I like Wade. These are some of my lock-in plays. Crowder as well. Kyrie, I'll mix him up with Curry, and then Durant I'll have in a majority of my lineups. And then if I want to save some money and I want to roll out Harden, I'm going to drop Durant and I'll move Crowder in the small forward spot. Or actually, I'll jump on Hayward if LeBron doesn't play. And then I'll roll out Crowder here. And then I could take Kevin Love or drop down to Horford or Capella. And then you have 4,500 to take Ariza. So your build, you could switch up your build here, and you could have a Cleveland, Boston, and then you have a piece of Houston. And you can go that route, and you could fade Golden State. But you want to fade Golden State at home opening day. So there's going to be a bunch of different lineup builds, different routes that you could take here. I'm just mixing it up, showing you what I'm about to do. This is my game theory. I'm going to make lineups based on how I see the games playing out. With LeBron, without LeBron. I'll make several lineups based on that. Then I'm going to make several lineups based on Golden State, Houston, if Draymond plays or if he's out. And then I'll strategize and come up with some ideas of who I want to target based on the matchups. But for the most part, I really like Golden State here. I think they win. And then I think Cleveland wins versus Boston with or without LeBron. And we've seen what Kyrie was able to do without LeBron playing, and he doesn't seem like a leader of a team to me. I'm not big on Kyrie Irving. I think he's got a lot of talent, big shot. He gets the job done, but I don't see him as a leader, and I don't think it happens right away with the Celtics. So there's just a few of my ideas. Good luck tonight in your contest. This is my lock and loaded plays on the slate. I really like Harden, Derrick Rose, Jay Crowder, Kevin Durant, Wade, and Irving. If I had to drop somebody, it'd be Harden, just based on the fact that Chris Paul is in the mix and we don't know what to expect. And I could see Golden State running away with this a little bit, because I don't think Houston has what it takes to beat Golden State. I just don't know if they're going to keep this game close. I'm going to have to look into it. It's going to take me some time up until lock to figure out what I'm going to do and how I feel about Houston. So good luck tonight. If you need to hit me up, DFS Wolfpack on Instagram and Twitter. I respond right away most of the time, unless I'm busy. Just hit me up. Join the DFS Wolfpack. Drop your username for DraftKings, FanDuel, in the YouTube comment section, and I'll add you to the league. Good luck.
Don't turn your back on the Wolfpack. Don't turn your back on the Wolfpack. might wind up in a body bag.